Hi, parents! Before we start the episode, remember that your family can enjoy hundreds of fun and educational free videos for kids of all ages. Be sure to subscribe and get all the new shows and updates at pragerukids.com. Welcome to Craftery by PragerU Kids. Crafts, history, and your questions. I'm Jill, and today we're going to get our hands dirty as we learn about and celebrate American farmers by making confetti eggs. Oh, we've got a question.
How many farms are in America?
Well, last time we counted, there are about 2 million farms across the United States, taking up 895 million total acres. Wow! Most of our American farms are owned and operated by families. If you have food to eat, you can thank a farmer, which is why we're celebrating them today. Here's what you'll need for our craft. Empty eggshells. I'll show you how to get the inside of the eggs out. White vinegar, a long pin or a nail, stickers about 1 inch wide, hot water in cups, food coloring, and confetti. Before we get this party started, let's talk farming. Agriculture, growing crops or raising animals for food, is very important business in the United States. In 2020, almost 20 million American jobs were related to agriculture. That's about 10% of all jobs in America. Top farming states include California, Iowa, Nebraska, Texas, Minnesota, Illinois, Kansas, Indiana, North Carolina, and Wisconsin, just to name a few. You can especially thank those states if you like grapes, almonds, cranberries, bacon, tomatoes, bread, corn, hamburgers, or maybe even wear clothes made of cotton. Worldwide, America is a top producer of corn, beef, milk, and chickens. Now, speaking of chickens, let's get started on our confetti eggs. First thing we need to do is make our eggs hollow on the inside. Take regular eggs, there's a yolk in here, and your nail or pin. You're gonna wanna be very careful with this part and ask a parent for help. You're gonna need a bowl underneath your egg when we do this. Remember, be very careful. We're gonna poke a hole at the top, gently, so that our egg doesn't crack. Very carefully, chip it away. And I'm just chipping around the sides like this. And then you need to stick the nail or the pin in, sort of scramble the yolk so that you can dump it out.
Ew!
Ew! Here it goes. Get all the yolk out of there. So this is empty now, and we will want to rinse this out, but for now, set it aside. Okay, you want to see another way that some people get the yolks out of eggs?
Yay!
It's kind of goofy, but stick with me. Once again, a hole at the top. Very gently. It helps if you turn the egg. There we go. And then you want to scramble the inside of that egg with your nail or your pin. And now we're going to make a hole at the bottom. Same thing, very carefully. Turn that egg, oh, it's cracking. Be careful. Okay, we made another hole. Now you can take a short straw. It's out, it's hollow.
Yay!
Now we have 2 hollow eggs. You're gonna wanna rinse these in water and set them aside. Would anyone be so kind as to make me some scrambled eggs? Oh, why thank you. So it's time to make these colorful. Take your hot water in your cups and add food coloring. I've got blue and red, 20 drops of each color. Some people like to add vinegar to their water to help color the eggs. Whoop. That's good. Whoop. There we go. All right, we'll see how this works. Next, let's take our hollow eggshells very carefully and lower them into the colored water. Oh, I'm gonna help this with a spoon. Gentle, 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 gentle. There we go. Next, very gently into the blue. Now, we get to wait. Usually it takes about 15 or 20 minutes. Long before the Pilgrims arrived in 1620, Native Americans knew how to grow crops and live from the land. Remember the story of that first Thanksgiving? Yeah, when Pilgrims and natives celebrated the harvest? Later, into the 1700s, European settlers farmed across the 13 colonies. By 1790, almost all of American workers were farmers. Now, most farms were still small farms, but there were many large plantations in the southern areas. Tobacco became the main crop in the South. Then, in 1803, the United States bought the Louisiana Territory, adding millions of acres of land that pushed westward, suitable for farming fruits, like apples. In the 1800s, cotton became the main crop in the South. Now, let's check on our eggs. Hey, these are beautiful! Look at that. Look at the blue. Nice! I'm gonna have blue fingers again. Make sure the dye drains out of the middle. Don't spill it on your parents' furniture. You're gonna wanna set these aside to dry completely. Guess what time it is now? It's time to fill our eggs with confetti! Here we go. Make sure your eggs are completely dry before you do this. And I just like to fill it like this. You gotta get confetti small enough to be able to get into the egg. You don't need a ton of confetti in these, just at the bottom. Trust me, when you break them, the confetti's gonna go everywhere. And to cover this hole, I like to use a sticker. Happy faces for our farmers. Look at that happy egg. Cute, right? We'll set him aside and get the other one going. This is the tricky part. Get my sticker going. Another happy egg. Too cute. You know, farming has come a long way over the past few hundred years. Inventions like the McCormick Reaper in 1834, the John Deere steel plows in 1837, and gas tractors in 1892 have made planting and harvesting easier and faster. One U.S. farm can feed more than 150 people for a whole year, and 1 acre of land can grow 50,000 pounds of strawberries or 2,784 pounds of wheat, among other things, of course. Owning and operating a farm is not easy. Farmers have to worry about bad weather, pests, having enough water, and so many things that we don't even think about when we go to the store to buy what we need. Our food, as well as clothing and goods, are thanks to farmers. We are so grateful for their hard work and should remember to celebrate them whenever we can. Listen to that confetti. Should I celebrate now? We're celebrating our farmers now. 3, 2, 1. We hope you had fun. If you've got ideas or questions for our next craftery, send them our way. Keep crafting, keep learning, and keep celebrating. Land of the free and home of the brave. Bye, guys. My scrambled eggs! Thank you! Thank you for watching. You know we've got more episodes, right? Watch the whole series on our website. And parents, you can subscribe at PragerUkids.com.